To use the Bill.com API webhook, start by understanding what a webhook is, which is essentially a callback function that notifies your application of specific events. In the context of Bill.com, webhooks notify your system of events such as new bills, payments, or vendor updates. First, you need to create a Bill.com developer account and register your application to obtain a client ID and client secret. These credentials are used to authenticate your API requests. Next, choose the events you want to receive notifications for, such as bill created, payment made, or vendor added. You can find a list of available events in the Bill.com API documentation. Then, set up an endpoint on your server to receive the webhook notifications. This endpoint should be able to handle HTTP POST requests and parse the JSON payload sent by Bill.com. After setting up your endpoint, configure the webhook in the Bill.com API by providing the endpoint URL and the events you want to subscribe to. You can do this using the Bill.com API or through the developer portal. Once the webhook is configured, Bill.com will send notifications to your endpoint whenever one of the subscribed events occurs. Your application can then process the notification and perform any necessary actions, such as updating your database or sending notifications to users. Some best practices to keep in mind when using the Bill.com API webhook include verifying the authenticity of incoming requests, handling errors and retries, and monitoring your webhook endpoint for any issues. By following these steps and best practices, you can effectively use the Bill.com API webhook to integrate Bill.com with your application and automate your financial processes. This can help streamline your workflow, reduce manual errors, and improve overall efficiency. In summary, using the Bill.com API webhook requires setting up a developer account, choosing the events to subscribe to, creating an endpoint to receive notifications, configuring the webhook, and handling incoming requests. By doing so, you can leverage the power of the Bill.com API to build custom integrations and automate your financial operations.